Hello, my name is Olga, and this is my channel about startups. And I have a pitch deck of a project that Classroomy that asked me to give some feedback. So let me start. There are a couple of general things I want to say about this pitch deck. First of all, you can say that English is not your first language, guys, and you need to use GPT chat or some AI to help you translate the presentation into American English, or at least into European English. Because you can say from this presentation that it's not American English or British English. For example, um, confirmation of the problem, it's not how we say it in English, it's problem validation, for example, or customer development validation, etc. Second thing I want to tell you, there are a couple of like Russian language in here. That's not something you want to show to investor. Uh, I've mentioned that the language also, which market are you discussing? Like I had to go through the whole presentation down to the market size to understand that you talk about European market. But as an investor, it's not something I want to do, dig into your presentation to understand which market we're discussing. A question of product exist like existential question during COVID. Classrooms, online classrooms was something that schools needed. So how is it now? Do you think it's still there is a problem for schools? Of course, there are online schools, but the market is very small. So I think as an investor, I would have this question like, how big is the market now? But it's up to you. I'm just telling you what would be my concerns. Um, Okay, and now I will go into each slide separately. So K-12 students, you need a dash here because it's through K, kindergarten, till 12th grade. We need a dash, otherwise it's just not something we understand. Vision. I would say the slide number one is problem. Problem, solution, product, business model, competitors, milestones, traction, investment. I would say we don't need like additional slides discussing our view, vision, etc. Also, you talk a lot, like you have a loop. You talk about problem, solution, something else, and then you get back to problem. Again, problem, solution, and get back about to problem or the solution. So you kind of uh, you can't move on. You need to move on. I'll show you at the presentation. Okay, origins of the problem that we don't have a platform for online classrooms, but then you show adults on your screenshot. Like if you solve the classroom K-12 problem, why do you have grown-ups on the screenshot? It's not something you want to do because investor also takes information from pictures, and that just doesn't click. Solution. Okay, again, I would just use bullet points to show the main problems. Even though you already talked about problems, see, you spend another slide talking about it. I would uh, do one slide for the problem and one slide for the solution. Like no one is gonna read lots of text. You need to do just bullet points so that I look at the slide from the picture and from couple of bullet points in 3 seconds I get all the info I need. Then again you talk again about the problem. It's just 3 slides about the same thing. That's not how it works. Again, adults, who is Weedley, I don't know. I don't understand what you want to say from same 3 slides. Um, kind of solution. Okay, solution slide is good. Um, I like that you have a screenshot of your product. I guess it's your built product, as I've understood from the presentation. You already have an MVP that you already even sell, and that's a very good slide, very good point. And I would use this point and elaborate that we already have a product. Like there is a pitch deck for companies that just have an idea and they are looking for money to start, and there are pitch decks for companies that already have product and they even try to sell it. And these are two different pitch decks. You have to promote the idea that you already built the product and it's there and you even have first sales. Again, you talk again about kind of the solution. Finally, again, about the solution, the slide. Uh, and it's kind of idea validation, not solution confirmation, it's idea validation. And that you have pilots. I would make it more visible, more understandable that 8 schools in these countries, we've made that many pilots, and also not the minimum check size, but what's the revenue. Even if it's 2K, it's fine, especially if it's growing monthly. You need to change this slide and call it traction. So, and show what's your traction during since, I don't know, 6 months, Q1, etc. What's your traction? What's your revenue? What's the number of schools that you acquired, etc. uh, Again, product. Okay, that's your product. Maybe I would make it more understandable that that's the an MVP, and uh, these are the slides inside MVP. Again, about solution. Mm, you are going through the same thing many times. That's not something good because investors will lose their attention. Uh, okay, you talk about AI. The only thing that's not visible, like I don't know what you want to say by these 2 slides. Like I'm losing the traction of your presentation. Market, again, where? European market. Are you gonna be in every European country? Romania, I don't know, Serbia? Like, what do you mean by European? Again, um, competitors. Here, how the competitor slide is usually built, you put several competitors and you make a checklist of attributes, and you click, okay, we have these attributes and our competitors do not. And unfortunately here, I don't like that means you are losing. If 90% of teachers are using another tool, this slide does not represent you as an attractive solution because you do not show which attributes you have that competitors don't have. I assume that these are the attributes, but you have to click them. You have to create a comparison table, where comparative table where you compare yourself against your competitors. Again, everywhere we see adults, it doesn't click that you create something for kids. You need kids' faces. Business model. Through the whole presentation, you talk about the fact that you're gonna sell to schools, but then you say, "Oh, we are actually B2C and any group." How about schools? Like it's your main model. Like it's B2B to maybe to C, and your main client is a school. Do you have enough power to communicate with schools? If you already have pilots and schools paid you, you have to make this business model your main business model where you earn money. You have to know your rates, how much you're going to charge. Yeah, funding. Again, you need to make it part of your milestones. slide where you show what you already done with bootstrap money. Okay, great. How much you spent, what you've built, how many clients, what's the revenue, etc. And then a plan for the next year or two with funding. What are you gonna do? What kind, like investor wants to know what you gonna do with the money and how much money you will generate with the investors' money. And we usually never show our evaluation on slides. So I hope that was interesting and it will help you, and also it will help all of you. Please give me some likes and shares. Thank you.